Yesterday, the United States Congress held a hearing on the technologies that are used for non-cash payment. During the course of the conversation, Tom Emmer, who serves as the chair of the National Republican Congressional Committee, specifically highlighted Ripple, XRP, in addition to a number of other cryptocurrencies. Fans of Ripple are getting excited. Yesterday, during the congressional hearing titled "Is Cash Still King?", United States Representative Tom Emmer, who represents Minnesota's 6th District, delivered a speech to a group of prominent figures in the payments business. Mr. Emmer discussed Ripple and XRP, in addition to a wide range of other cryptocurrencies and initiatives, during a brief conversation with Ms. Christine Tetrault, who is the Senior Policy Counsel for Consumer Reports. Ripple is currently defending itself in court against a class action lawsuit for offering XRP to investors as an unregistered asset. Ripple has also been criticized for seeking to circumvent securities laws, and the lawsuit is currently being brought against the company. A fine of $700,000 was levied against Ripple in 2015 for breaking the Bank Secrecy Act. This is not the first time that Ripple has been in trouble with the law. The R3 Blockchain Consortium also filed a lawsuit against them in 2017 after a disagreement on the alternatives available to purchase XRP tokens. What do you think of Ripple being mentioned in the congressional hearing? Let us know in the comments. The question that Mr. Emmer was posing to Ms. Tetrault was whether or not she was aware of the significant amount of technological advancement that has been going place in blockchain to this day. Additionally, he listed Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Monero, Zcash, the Plastic Bank, and M-Pesa, all of which are examples of promising advances in the field of digital payment system technology. In addition to this, he expressed fear that these new ideas would be stifled thanks to excessive regulation. An authority in digital financial services, Ms. Tetrault was a member of the steering committee for the Faster Payments Task Force, which was established by the Federal Reserve. Additionally, she was a contributor to the development of the Consumer Reports rating system for peer-to-peer payment services such as Venmo. In addition to being familiar with XRP, Ms. Tetrault was also familiar with a number of other cryptocurrencies and payment systems that Mr. Emmer had mentioned. Ransomware, cryptojacking attacks, and database hacks were also among the topics that the congressional group voiced their concerns about. On the other hand, it was acknowledged that cryptocurrencies have the potential to be utilized in the prevention of cybercrimes, including the theft of data. On social media, the XRP Army publicized these words as if they were a congressional endorsement, which is a far cry from what actually happened. For 2 years in a row, XRP has been experiencing a consistent decline. Since the beginning of the crypto winter more than 2 years ago, the price of XRP has been steadily falling. As a means of raising funds for the purpose of funding development, the Ripple firm maintains a stockpile of pre-mined tokens, which they routinely sell in significant amounts on cryptocurrency exchanges. Ripple, on the other hand, has been making a considerable effort over the past few months to cut down on the quantity of XRP that is being sold on exchanges. Doubts have been raised about the usefulness of XRP in light of the recent statement that Ripple may be planning an initial public offering, IPO. This is especially true given that the asset is not a required instrument for conducting transactions on RippleNet. SWIFT, the ancient international payment system, is being challenged by the native asset, which is attempting to compete with it. This narrative was intended to be advanced through their lobbying of world leaders at the World Economic Forum that took place this year. Additionally, the Genesis block is one of the 32,570 blocks that are absent from the XRP ledger, which has been brought to the attention of critics. This indicates that Ripple's 100 billion XRP supply cannot be audited and that the chain of custody for the supply cannot be verified. Therefore, you must have complete faith in Ripple. With regard to market capitalization, Ripple, XRP, is the third cryptocurrency currently available on the market. As with the rest of the market, its value has had a difficult 2018 since reaching its all-time high in January. This is over the course of all these transactions, the goal is to make XRP the currency of choice for international money transfers and payments. Providing both the network and the liquidity, the cryptocurrency's primary objective is to bring about a revolutionary change in the manner in which banks and payment providers transfer money between countries. The customized solutions that it provides, like as XRapid and XCurrent, are designed to make XRP the most suitable currency for these international financial transactions. There are a great number of cryptocurrencies that numerous individuals have a tendency to disregard excessively and pay less attention to. Because of the extremely stable values of these cryptocurrencies, investing in them would not only result in the greatest possible returns, but it would also reduce the amount of anxiety that is associated with swings in their prices. On the platform libraforex.io, you can invest in a wide variety of cryptocurrencies, including Ripple, Monero, Dash, Binance Coin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, and Ethereum, amongst many others. You will receive a return on investment, ROI, ranging from 25% to 100% on whatever you invest in a period of 10 days. In addition, the network that it provides has two benefits that are shared by a great number of other products. It is both quick and inexpensive. Additionally, the utilization of its freshly introduced COBOL algorithm enables it to guarantee an even greater TPS by reducing the time required for each transaction from 4 seconds to just 1 second. That sounds fantastic, especially with regard to the ultimate goal of achieving the threshold necessary to surpass more conventional systems such as SWIFT. However, significant concerns continue to be raised over the consequences of the Ripple leadership's propensity to place an excessive amount of emphasis on working directly with banks. There have been reports that the platform has been referred to as being increasingly centralized, which is in direct opposition to Nakamoto's objective of having a cryptocurrency that is decentralized. What would happen if the group of financial institutions decided to stop utilizing XRP? In addition to Santander Bank and Standard Chartered Bank, there are a number of other prominent financial institutions that are either utilizing or testing the framework that Ripple provides. Users will be able to send and receive payments in a variety of currencies by utilizing blockchain technology, which has already been built by the latter. This mobile application has already been developed. The testing program that Standard Chartered has been implementing between India and Singapore has already been implemented. Although they are important measures, the problem lies in the fact that they are not universally adopted. When you need to convince customers on the ground, it is an entirely different thing from talking to banks, which is a completely different thing. What actions should Ripple, XRP take? Should all of Ripple's agreements prove successful, this would be the best possible outcome. Its relationship with a number of central banks located all over the world is very important. A cryptocurrency such as Stellar Lumens might potentially steal the deal from Ripple, which would be the worst possible outcome. In this particular scenario, the Ripple network would be wise to expose its network to additional applications in addition to being used for international money transfers. The fact that the organization does not have to look outside of its scope in order to discover more use cases is a positive development. Specifically, this is in the form of the recently disclosed probability that the Ripple network can be utilized to begin or host token issuance. The token will find more applications if the startup were to become more open to the concept of initial coin offerings, ICOs, on its XRP ledger.